Imagine waking up one morning with a deep sense of calm that nothing external can shake. Words no longer bother you, bad news doesn't drain you, and worries that once felt heavy now fade away with a single thought. This doesn't depend on me. That's the kind of freedom you gain when you master your mind, not because life becomes perfect, but because you stop being a prisoner of imperfection. Most people live the opposite, drowning in noise, trapped in empty conversations, chasing approval, and moving fast without direction. In that chaos, they forget that peace isn't something you find outside. It's something you build within. The Stoics understood this long ago. There's no real silence while your mind is filled with noise, and no control while you try to control everything. But finding that inner calm doesn't require a new life or a spiritual escape. It only requires that you remove what's unnecessary. Every time you cut out something that disturbs your peace, you create space for serenity to grow. The silence you choose becomes your strength. If you truly want peace, learn to shut out the noise, starting with the first thing: empty conversations. Talking out of habit, gossiping, repeating complaints, all of it drains you. As Seneca said, the wise man speaks only when his words improve the silence. Learn to listen more, speak less, and guard your peace as if it were sacred. Not everything you think needs to be said, and not every word deserves your energy. The more you choose silence over noise, the lighter your spirit becomes. In the next part, we'll explore another silent move toward inner peace, letting go of the need to always be right. One of the greatest sources of inner conflict is the obsession with always being right. It's an invisible trap for the ego, disguised as logic. We argue to defend our opinions, to feel understood, to prove our worth. But in doing so, we sacrifice our peace. The Stoics warned us long ago, being right means nothing if it costs you your calm. When you argue with someone who isn't open to understanding, you're not sharing wisdom, you're wasting energy. The wise know that silence often wins battles that words never could. You don't need to convince others of your truth. Truth doesn't depend on recognition to exist. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." If someone tries to pull you into their chaos, your greatest strength is refusing to step in. You don't owe anyone explanations, and not every misunderstanding needs correction. Sometimes calm indifference is the most powerful answer. It's not arrogance, it's emotional discipline. The urge to always win an argument comes from insecurity, but real confidence knows when to stay silent. Every time you walk away from a meaningless debate, you protect your energy and preserve your clarity. You remind yourself that not every opinion deserves your attention. Let others think what they want, while you continue to evolve quietly. The goal isn't to win discussions, it's to win peace. And peace isn't earned through dominance. It's achieved through detachment. Once you stop chasing validation, you'll discover a profound stillness that no external judgment can disturb. In the next part, we'll explore the third silent move toward inner peace, freeing yourself from the constant need for approval. Nothing robs your peace faster than living for other people's opinions. You wake up already thinking about what others might say, how they might judge you, and before you realize it, your entire life revolves around their expectations. It's a quiet kind of prison, comfortable at first, but suffocating in the end. The Stoics knew this danger well. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Meaning, if you truly want freedom, you must be willing to look wrong in the eyes of others. Most people don't even understand their own direction, so why let them define yours? Depending on approval is trading your authenticity for temporary acceptance, and that exchange always costs too much. People will always talk, no matter what you do. They'll find flaws in your silence and in your words, in your strength and in your vulnerability. The issue isn't their opinions. It's how much you let them control your emotions. The moment you stop needing validation, you regain your inner stability. You no longer chase approval. You attract respect through calm consistency. You stop reacting impulsively and start acting with intention. That's where true confidence begins. Not the loud kind that seeks attention, but the quiet kind that doesn't need it. Detaching from approval doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start caring about the right things. Your peace, your truth, your growth. You can't please everyone without betraying yourself. And once you stop explaining your worth, the world starts recognizing your value on its own. Live in a way that your actions speak louder than your defense. Let your silence prove your strength, and let your purpose be the only voice that matters. In the next part, we'll expose another hidden enemy of peace, comparison, and how breaking free from it restores your confidence and self-respect. Comparison is one of the quietest yet most destructive habits of the mind. It starts innocently, just scrolling through someone else's life, checking their success, their pace, their perfect moments, and before you realize it, you've drifted away from your own story, trying to compete in a race that was never yours. The Stoics warned that envy and resentment are the signs of a distracted soul, one that looks outward for validation instead of inward for peace. Seneca once said, "No man is truly free who is a slave to the opinion of others." When you compare, you forget that every path unfolds differently. You can't see the struggles that others hide behind their highlight reels, nor the quiet wins hidden within your own setbacks. Comparison blinds you. It steals gratitude and replaces it with silent dissatisfaction. True peace begins when you stop counting what others have and start valuing what you already possess. The only comparison that matters is between who you were yesterday and who you are today. Growth isn't public, it's personal. The person who seems ahead might be running towards something you don't even want. Your path isn't late, it's unique. The mind that constantly compares loses focus because it chases illusions instead of progress. But every time you pull your attention back to your own journey, you reclaim your power and your clarity. Don't envy others, learn from them. Let their success remind you of what's possible, not of what you lack. Gratitude is the cure. The more you appreciate your now, the less you crave someone else's tomorrow. You'll soon realize that peace isn't about having more, it's about needing less. And once you stop comparing, something shifts. You stop reacting and start creating. In the final part, we'll reveal the last key to unshakable inner peace, letting go of control and trusting the natural flow of life itself. The final barrier to peace is the illusion of control. We spend so much of our lives trying to control everything. People, situations, outcomes, even the future. And in that constant struggle, we drain our energy fighting battles that were never meant to be ours. The Stoics called this the highest form of freedom, understanding what depends on you and what doesn't. You can't control how others act, think, or speak. You can't dictate every turn life takes, but you can control your focus, your reactions, and your inner state. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Letting go isn't giving up. It's creating space for life to unfold naturally. It's trusting that what's meant for you will remain, and what isn't will fade away without resistance. When you stop forcing outcomes, you stop suffering. Life has its own rhythm, and peace begins when you finally move with it instead of against it. Control is nothing more than fear disguised as strength. Real peace comes from surrendering that fear and accepting that uncertainty is part of existence. The strongest people are not those who dominate every situation. They're the ones who stay balanced when everything around them shifts. You don't need to fix every problem or manage every person. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is pause, breathe, and let things be. In silence, balance returns. In stillness, purpose reappears. And through acceptance, true strength emerges. Letting go isn't losing. It's choosing trust over tension and peace over pressure. Once you learn this, nothing external can shake your calm again. The world will continue changing. Chaos will come and go. But you'll remain steady because your peace no longer depends on what happens outside, but on the discipline within your mind. That's the heart of the Stoic way. Live quietly, think clearly, and protect your peace as your most sacred possession. Stay centered, stay calm, and remember, your silence holds more power than any noise around you. Keep walking this path with Motivazione Stoica, where every lesson brings you closer to mastering your mind and living with unshakable peace.